What is going on, everyone? Today on Daily Shoot we have Tough Enough Stars make NXT debut. To be specific, two Tough Enough Stars made their debut at an NXT live event in Orlando, Florida. First was Tough Enough winner Josh Barretto, who in an interview with Dacia Fuentes revealed that his new in-ring name would be Bronson Matthews. And second was Tough Enough contestant Daria Baronato, who was introduced as Daria, the Jersey Devil. But before Daria could speak in an interview with Dacia Fuentes, she was interrupted by Nia Jax, which prompted a match between the two, but Jax defeated Daria very quickly. So this is interesting. If you watched Tough Enough, I didn't really watch Tough Enough. I don't know, there was something about it that didn't click with me. But there are some people who did watch it, and there are legitimate fans of Tough Enough and people who follow the journeys of these people that are trying to be in the WWE. If you're one of them, then you're probably excited for news like this. Me, it doesn't really matter to me until they reach the main event show, NXT, because I don't really go to NXT live events. A lot of them are outside of Texas, so it doesn't matter to me as much. But this is very cool that they are finally making their way up, and maybe we'll get to see them soon on NXT. Next up, Jeff Hardy open to WWE return. Jeff Hardy's contract with TNA Wrestling is set to expire before WrestleMania 32 next year, and in an interview, Hardy said that he is more open to a return in the WWE than he has ever been before in the past. One of the things that kept Jeff Hardy from returning to the company was the heavy work schedule that WWE has. Now, Hardy is more open to working with WWE's schedule. So this would be pretty cool. I love Jeff Hardy. I love the Hardys. If Jeff comes, you know probably Matt's gonna be coming like second or along the line because he has to be with his brother. And honestly, that would be so cool if the Hardys made a return. But if Hardy was to make a return to the company, it would be another 9 months because he has to undergo another surgery. And I'm okay with that. It can be after WrestleMania 32. I want Jeff Hardy back. I think he was an awesome wrestler. The guy was so extreme. He'll do anything. He's had so many moments in WWE. It's too many to remember. But I would also love if Matt Hardy followed, because, you know, you have the Dudleys. Edge and Christian are there, even though they're not wrestling. And then now it's the Hardys. The tag team division is as hot as it ever will be. Maybe it'll even be better as the months go on. Next up, Brock Lesnar returning to WWE programming soon. There are reports that say that Brock Lesnar is expected to return to WWE television in the coming weeks because even though Lesnar was last seen at the Hell in a Cell event, he is booked for the January 2016 Royal Rumble event. We saw this coming. We know WWE is going to be using him for WrestleMania 32, and what better way to start up whatever feud that he's going to be in leading up to WrestleMania 32 than in the Royal Rumble. Whether he's in the actual Royal Rumble or he's just in a match against whatever superstar it is, that's yet to be seen. But wouldn't that be a crazy moment, a WTF moment, if you saw Brock Lesnar come in the Rumble and just start wrecking havoc like how Kane used to do back in the day, throwing out like 11 people in one match? That'd be pretty epic. And lastly, WWE advertising Tommy Dreamer for several events. Tommy Dreamer apparently is being advertised to appear at so many WWE live events from December 19 all the way to January 17. It should be noted that Tommy Dreamer is expected to be with the company for a short period of time until the Wyatt family Dudley Boys feud is over. Now this is pretty cool. I was expecting Spike Dudley when they were trying to get another person to be on the team against the Wyatts, but Tommy Dreamer, another guy who knows Extreme, who knows tables, and he's also running his own wrestling promotion as well. So this is pretty interesting to see Tommy Dreamer come back. You know, he's a legend. How can you hate Tommy Dreamer? It's cool seeing him back, and it's cool seeing that he can still roll with the boys. But I just really had hope that Spike Dudley, this little skinny boy with this long hair, would have jumped out of the crowd. That would have been hilarious, and it would have been so much nostalgia. But Tommy Dreamer is good enough.